Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. I have this painter's canvas that I wanted to play with today and to do a journal cover. And I'm going to use napkin on it. This is one of the ones from Took, from her decoupage, one of her decoupage sets. And I thought that would go on the front. And then I'll figure out what to put on the back. But I bought this Mod Podge. It's a multi-use thing, and it says that it's for canvas, fabric, terracotta, wood, metal, ceramics, and glass. Well, there is absolutely no stick to it. It says it's not like a sticky. No, it doesn't stick at all. I did it on one and it came right back off again. So I'm going to be using my Mod Podge. It's a matte finish, but it still has a sheen to it. But anyway, this stuff, I have this spray adhesive. I decided I wasn't even going to try because more chances than anything it's going to completely destroy the napkin, and I don't want that to happen. So I have just a dry cheap brush. They're from the dollar store. This is a 12 1/4 by 9, and I just wanted to leave myself a little bit of extra space for trimming or pages, whatever it is I'm going to do. I'll show you the one I did. I'm not a fan of it, but the napkin is completely stuck down. And I had to piece it because I cut it too short. So this ended up on first, and then this napkin laid on top. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add lace across the top of it, and then that area won't even be seen. And then on the inside, this gorgeous fabric came from Hazel, and so I just took a piece off. I didn't even look at the picture, and there we have a mama and her kitties. But I don't know if you can see this stain all across the top is where I use this stuff. And it's dry, but it still leaves quite a stain there. And so then that will be, this is a 5 by 7, but it's actually 5 1/8. I cut it 10 1/4 by 7 high. But I mean, you can do your journals any way, any size, right? So we're just gonna get into it. So if you're crafting, I hope you'll craft along. Grab some stuff. If you want to try this, grab some napkin. You don't have to have canvas. You can use fabric as well. Even that's good. You just do a layer of fabric. Thanks, love. Coffee time. So I'm just going to glue a little bit at a time, like one side, and I'll lay it down. I don't want to, I suppose I could have cut the napkin, but and it does soak in quite a bit, and it will take a little bit to dry, but I mean, that's with anything that's pretty wet. So, or you could use your Fabri-Tac, you could use your wet glues, not Fabri-Tac, that's crazy. Sorry, not with a napkin. Fabri-Tac is too thick, but you could use your wet glue. You know, I will end up sewing this, but eventually, but it's just to get this down. And this is, for me, is an experiment. Even the first one was an experiment. And because this is a bigger area, I mean, I don't even know if it's gonna work, but this is new for me, and it's not my idea. I saw a little blurb, it was a 3-year-old video anyway, from, oh my goodness, what's her name? is it scrapbooking with me? Something like that. You can correct me if you know. If I find the video again, I think the video is almost 4 years old, so yeah, shoot. Maybe it is scrapbooking with me. And her daughter has a YouTube channel as well. So, sorry, can't, I think that is the name though, but I mean, you can check it out yourself if you want, and if I find the video that I got this from, then I will put it in the description box. I'm just gonna turn it. It's a little easier for me to do it on the other side. Get that out of the way. I probably shouldn't do the whole thing. I was only going to do a portion of it, and it's like, well, I didn't. So I'm just going to wing it, and if it doesn't work, well, you probably won't see the video. I'll end up doing something else. So anyway, let me just move that. And the napkin is bigger than my space here, so I'm just going to lay it down, make sure it's all out. And I have this little roller here that I use when I do jelly plates painting and stuff, so I'm just going to brush it on. I'm not doing it too heavy. I don't want it to rip. So, excuse my sniff. Right to the edges, and it really adheres nicely. It's just unfortunate that other stuff didn't. Like, I don't have collage podge. That would probably work as well. So I'm just going to go on this side and do the exact same thing. And I'm not going to add any to the top of the napkin. I like the rough edge. It looks like it looks full of texture. And so that will end up a journal cover. So I need to let it dry. I'm not going to pause the video or anything. We'll work with the other one. And yeah, I just wanted to show you my process on that and how it's done. So I'm going to lay it on my floor, just nice and flat. And then I'll bring in this one, and then we're just going to play with this one, okay? So I'll probably, let's do the exact same thing. Oops. I'm just wondering if I should just use regular glue, and then I won't have the drying time. So this is the clear tacky glue, and I know I'm not a fan of it for paper because let's see, I wonder if this comes off. Oh, it does. Beautiful. Ooh. Well, let's see if the brush will work with it. I could use my finger tool, but that was a lot of glue. And I know it probably looks like a disgusting mess right now, but actually my finger's a lot better to use. So it's a good thing I wash. And I'm just going to do half of it. I'll just spread this bit out, and then I will lay down the fabric. Ooh. There we go. And then it doesn't take so long to have to wait for it to dry, which is nice. So I'm just going to lay it down right there. There we go. Take out the rest. Again, I'll just use my finger tool. Maybe this is what I need to use this glue for, is the fabric. There we go. And then I can get rid of it. If you don't like getting messy, don't use your finger, obviously, right? Just use something harder than a foam brush. I think that was the issue. The foam brush is so soft that it wasn't spreading it very nicely. Just a little more here. Come on, there we go. Get the corners really well. There we go. All right. And then I just fan it out. Whew. Yep, I am full of glue now. I have a piece of cloth here. I'll just rub it off. So there we are. And then I'm just going to give it a fold. Yep, it folds nicely. And then when it's all dry, I will trim. But that looks pretty cute, actually. So a couple of pockets. I have some wallpaper here. It's just double wallpaper. And, oh, I think that'll look nice there. It was going to be a journal cover, but I changed my mind about it. So, just see where the fold is. Do a little cut. Doesn't have to be a straight cut. Where did I put my line? Well, it actually doesn't matter. I'll make it a tiny bit shorter or skinnier, and then I'm going to just bring it down. You could do fabric straight across, lace straight across. You know, I don't want to do that. So that'll be good. And then I'll just make this one the same size for the other side. And because it's two pieces of wallpaper, you can have one on one side and one on the other. There we go. So let me trim this on the sides. I really like the frayed look, so I'm just cutting it with regular scissors, and then if it frays, that's good. And you can help it to fray as well. You know, you just pull at the edges, and they'll come apart. Can sew around it. I probably will. I think I'll leave it like that. So there we go. See, I usually just pick at it like this, and then the threads come out, which is fun. So, all right, there we go. So I'll have a pocket here. It doesn't have to be right at the bottom. And then I'm going to have a pocket here. And then the fold line. I'm just going to make sure they're both within the fold line. Yes, they are. All right. This is my regular tacky glue. Oh my goodness, I'm bringing them all out today. Come on. It's a very chilly day today. Well, the weather has warmed up. It's only minus, I think it was -8 or something. And the sun was shining, so Tom and I went out, and now it is gray and the wind is so strong. It's just blowing the trees sideways. You could put a thumb notch in there if you wanted to. I like that you can still see the kitty cats. Not that it matters. I mean, that was a fluke that it ended up like that. So this one, I think it's still a little long. So I'm just going to give a little trim. And it's really not straight. So there we go. You can clip the pockets on the fabric if you want. I could have used my Fabri-Tac, but I think this glue is going to be just fine. It usually is just fine. So there we are. 2 little pockets, very bare. You know, I have bits of, oh, let's see. Just winging it. Sometimes that's a good thing, right? Just to wing it. Sorry, I'm looking for my fabric container. I thought I was all ready. This is just my little bits that I have. You've seen it before. It's just, I just want something that's going to complement the color. I mean, that's beautiful. Yeah, let's add that. And I'm not going to put it at the bottom. I'm just going to put it, well, as much in the middle as I can. Eyeballing. There we are. I think that's the way. Oh, pretty. But look how it changes. It just changes the look of what you're doing. There we go. Let's see if this one's long enough. Might have to piece these two together. They don't have to be the same. I mean, one's at the front, one's at the back. All right, so with that in mind, let me see what else I have. That one's too short. Oh, look, that's too short. Let's see here. I could just put a flower on that one. Or, oh, wait. I have this here. Oh, I think I'm going to do that. That looks fabulous. Love the color. There we go. Just give this a little snip. I'm not sure if you can hear the wind, but whew, it is loud. And so there is weight to this from the Mod Podge and from all the glue. So that is really, really good. So there we are. And so then it's just getting pages for your journal. Doesn't have to be a lot. Let's just see some of those yummy papers. A couple of them. I have a drawer beside me here, and I'm just looking in it. And because they are smaller, they'll have to get cut down, of course, or you can fold up the bottoms for pockets, which is what I might do. Probably not to all of the pages because it'll just make it really bulky, but I've not used napkins on canvas before, and I really wanted to try it. You know, you see things once in a while, it's like, oh, you're intrigued by it, and then you just want to give it a try. So that's what I did. These papers are so yummy. There we go. And I have this, just a piece of German book page. I just have stuff sitting on my desk, and you know, why not use it? There's one of those. And so this way I can show you what it'll look like as a journal, which is fun. Got some little piece of book page there. Oh, don't want to use that. Magazine page. I mean, this is one of those pictures out of the Savannah books. But this is what I do. I just look around and I grab paper, different things. You can put some lined paper in here. I think I would like to have this on the front. Gives it quite a pretty look. Oh, that's upside down, so let's do it this way. Right. And this book page, doesn't matter that it's torn. I like that look. I'll put it at the top. And one of these lighter pages. Darker book page. And I just alternate. So whatever kind of papers we're going to use, I'll obviously put more in, but this is just to give you a starting point for what you can put into your journal. Envelopes, paper bags. So I could put this at the top and close it, and I would trim, and then these ones might get all folded up, and then the other pages that I put in here won't. So if you can measure, let me take this one. Add it at the top, you can see that. Oh goodness, move over. Just like that, and then just bring this up. And I'll grab my ruler and I'll tell you how much that is. So I folded it up about 1 7/8. Could be 2 inches. I mean, your sheets don't have to be at the height of your book. They can be shorter. And so this will be the length of the pages. And so that can be the template of these ones. So when I go to fold them all, they'll be folded up the same way, or the same length, just like that. And then they'll get shortened. The book page I don't have to shorten because it's right there. But it's a number. I mean, not a number, but it's a measurement that you can do more, or you can do, you know, so even this side you can fold in if you want. I love that because if it's on this side, you can put a skinny little tag in there, and you open it up, you have 2 pockets, and then you can do the same on this side. You can make it a little wider if you wanted it. You can, it doesn't have to be any set measurement. That's what I'm trying to say. And then there it's in your page. So this will be on one half, this will be on the other half. Pockets, tuck, tuck, couple more pockets. And then this could be a plain page. You can just cut it off, right? So you can go from there. Just play around and just decide what kind of pages that you want, if you want them to have pockets or no pockets. I like this. The book page is thinner than this. Not much, but it is. So, and that's a nice fit in there. But remember, every page you fold in and tuck in, the center of it is going to come out more. So that's where your cutting and your trimming comes in. So, well, let me just... I'm just going to cut these ones. Yeah, I wasn't going to, but it's nice to show. And I think my cutter should go through them all. So I just go to the line, press it down. And there we go. And these I can use for stamping on. You can make your own little tickets, labels, whatever you'd like. And so there we go. So we have these 2 with pockets and tucks. And this one I'm actually going to put in the middle. And that way the 2 of them aren't side by side. And so there we go. That's a very nice size. And then you can bring this in. I'll fix that. And then it just gets trimmed, right? I like to rough mine up, but I'm going to leave them there for now until I add more pages. And then I will do that. So, and then you can just decorate your cover. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there. I hope it made sense. I hope I wasn't too much all over the place. Let's just grab the one we made together, this one. So isn't that lovely? Turned out so beautiful. And let me do this before we say our goodbyes. And I know I have that frayed edge, but it'll happen again. Just if the napkin is over top of it too much, it'll end up tearing, and so it's just about dry. But I think it usually says, you know, 4 hours drying time for complete drying time. So, and it'll have that. It'll just sit here and dry until I'm ready to use it. So if you want to do this one together completely, let me know, and we'll do the whole entire journal together. We've already got it started, so you let me know what you think of this. Questions, comments, please leave them below. And of course, please like the video. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I mean, even a heart helps in the comments. It doesn't even have to be words. You can just put a heart if you like it. And yeah, it all helps. All right, Lou, let me just get this out of the way. Try not to drop it. And so that's what that is going to look like. Isn't it pretty? Oh, the napkins are just extraordinary. So pretty. I'm not going to completely squish it down. I want it to have a rounded spine on this one because I'm going to put a couple signatures in there maybe. So it'll be a nice nature journal, I think. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Questions, comments, yes, please leave them below, and I will get back to you as I always do. And then there's the little signature that we put together. All right, God bless, take care, and I'm so happy that you spent your time with me today. Okay, bye for now.